And we are live! Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Natural Red. Liverpool have made a bid for Wataru Endo. We have sold Hendo, we lost out on Enzo Fernandez, and we've gone for Wataru Endo. Beautiful. 18 million I think was, let's have a look what Fabrizio Romano, because he's the one that broke the news. Very strange from Romano to break news from a Liverpool perspective, isn't it? He's been a bit shifty recently. Exclusive, Liverpool submit formal bid to sign Japanese midfielder Wataru Endo on a permanent deal. Negotiations ongoing with Stuttgart. Player wants to move as biggest opportunity of his career. Surprising move by Liverpool director Schmadtke. It doesn't say the fee, I don't think. Let's have a quick look. Medical is now going to happen today. Hopefully that doesn't even get poached by Chelsea as well. That's what. 80 million euro fee. So what's the euros to pounds these days? Let's have a look. Euros to pounds conversion. 18 million. So it's about 16 million pounds. 15 and a half. 16 million pounds. It's really a weird one. Let me know your comments down below, and also like the video. I'm taking this player. He's 30 years old, so in his normal stats. So he's 30 years old, 5'10", can play his main position is defensive midfielder. Can play centre back. Can play for a bit more forward and more in a central mid position. His past recent club is Stuttgart, centered in the Japanese league. He's played for Japan since 2015. Has had 50 caps. 2 goals for the international stage. He's their captain. He's Stuttgart's captain. Also, so let's have a look on his. So his FB scale. So non-penalty goals is pretty good. Passes attempted is not that great. Pass completion not that great. Progressive passes not bad. Carries not great. Successful take-ons pretty alright. Touches not bad. But then the big one is clearances. Aerials 1 is the big one. Tackles I thought would be high on scout report, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Similar players. Nemecha, Adrian Rabiot, Marino, Milinkovic-Savic, Gavi, Casemiro. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. In live chat, should I say. I feel like this type of player, just an out of the ordinary, it could be a hidden gem for Liverpool. They've gone left wing, like Schmadtke and Klopp have got connections in Germany, so they've gone to Germany, they've gone to Stuttgart. So Stuttgart, a lower Bundesliga team, similar maybe to Southampton. So basically, you're comparing the stats to Lavia. Can you compare the stat? Can you compare? I'm not sure. Compare the pair. Surely you can compare him to someone else. Probably not, but I'd like to see. Let's have a look. Romeo Lavia. Scouting reports. Let's have a look. I want to see compare the FB brief. All right, so let's have a look. Put it up on the screen. Just open this up. Okay. Right, where is it? This is Lavia. So Lavia pass completion is not bad. Attempted completion is really weird, isn't it? Both of them are very different. Successful tackles really good. Blocks one of the best. Interceptions good. Tackles good. So compare that to Endo. There's more clearances. Errors 1. There's more grains. You can see there's a more accomplished player in Endo for sure. More accomplished player. Lavia is a bit more young, a bit more potential. This bit at the start looks like statistic in forward 5 is not bad in that role, any. So what I was to say, I want to read some comments or analysis from literally the Stuttgart fans. Let's have a look. So I'm from Stuttgart. He's an incredibly hard worker, has lots of energy, wins the ball so often. He's very aggressive in those duels, wins a crazy amount of aerial duels for his height, because he's only 5'10", and can chip in a goal sometimes. We've seen that with the highlights. His dribbling is okay, and his passing is pretty decent too. Although last season he was more sloppy with his passing than the 2 seasons before, and gave it away cheaply sometimes. But because we didn't really have someone else to basically fill that role, he was tasked with playmaking, which he's simply not. He's not someone who can control the tempo from deep with his passing, like Xabi Alonso, for example. With playmakers like McAllister and Trent around him, he can be back to his best. Had his best season with a 8 in Mangala next to him. Congrats to Liverpool. Congrats to Liverpool. Hopefully we get a fair price. People should, and this from another person, people shouldn't underestimate this man. He only joined the European League 3 years ago. He joined the league with some of the best stars on the planet, and within a season got himself the captaincy through sheer hard work. A player who will win the ball at any cost and not be afraid to go through someone to do it is something Liverpool desperately need. He might not be Bellingham, Lavia or Caicedo, but he's an experienced player who's showing up to the biggest games possible and is capable of hanging with the best. People like him do well in any league, and I have no doubt he'll play a key role in this season. Really fascinating, isn't it? Really, really fascinating. Let's have a look at other... any other good... So, like, people... Like, he's basically an underrated gem. And I was thinking about it earlier today. With Stefan Bajcetic as a young prospect, that he's definitely going to have a future at Liverpool at number 6 most likely, because he's got that just natural ability just to do everything off the ball and with the ball at his feet. I'm wondering if we can have Endo there to be a very, very solid defensive midfielder for a couple years. Bajcetic turns 21 and then he can just now play a full season after that and just sort of slowly blow Bajcetic in. But then, is Endo enough to just hold that number 6 to be the main guy? He looks like he's a not bad player, and he's got experience as well. Hard worker, a captain. He's not going to go to any club with money. He wants to go, and he's got a good mindset. He's got a good mentality. Also, some more comments. Let me tell you guys an episode about Wataru. This must be translated. In the game of the last World Cup, Japan vs Spain, he entered the match at 87 minutes. In the 87th minute, because he wasn't 100% fit. Before the game, he told a younger defensive midfielder, get the situation with 1 goal lead, then leave it to me. And the young centre defensive midfielder, Ayo Tanaka, made a goal, and Wataru finished the game. He's that type of guy. So we're getting a good mentality, just a good person, just a right mindset. I'm actually keen. I'm excited to see how he goes. Now today is what, Thursday. Medical. He probably starts, if it all goes through to plan, comes in on Saturday potentially, and we play Bournemouth on Saturday, so he won't be fit for Bournemouth, but Newcastle next week. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the last Stuttgart game. Did he play 90 minutes? I'm pretty sure he has played. Like, I'm just guessing, right? Let's have a look. They won 3-0 against... they won 4-0 in the podcast, so the Bundesliga hasn't started. They're starting this weekend. Let's have a look. Did Endo started? He did. Wearing number 3, Milan Karazar. I wonder if you're playing in the central mid or was it number 6? Very, very interesting in it. Obviously, leave me your comments down below. Like the video as well. So I'm really excited. I'm excited. Like, it's not crazy. It's nothing like, wow, 90 million Caicedo. I mean, Caicedo would have been the best and would have put us in a title challenge. But Endo could surprise a few. And I'm trying to, because I have never seen him play live. I don't think I've heard of it. Even though as Australia, we've played Japan a couple of times. Maybe I have heard of him and just slipped through the back of my mind somehow. But I'm listening to the people who watch him consistently. And I'm not listening to the people who don't watch him because, duh. Why would I listen to people who haven't watched him? Why would they have an opinion? I would rather listen to people who have an opinion, who have watched him consistently, or know a fair good about him, right? So I like it. It's a left field, cheap, which means we could go for Andre at January, or we can go big on a centre back and maybe just say Endo, Bajcetic and Thiago. That's the defensive midfield. That's yours. I'm thinking Endo could be, for the next, if we can get Endo to be a really, really, like I said at the start of the video, if we can get Endo to be a really, really solid player for us, who isn't like world class, but he's such a reliable player. You could just be relied upon at any stage. Will not make a mistake necessarily. Will just keep it simple, win it back, high energy, good mindset, good captaincy, leadership, and just like lead the team, because we lost a lot of leadership. Fabinho, Henderson, Firmino, and the likes, Milner. So I think this is a clever move. I think it is a clever move, and I like it. I don't mind it. we're gonna leave it right there. Obviously I'll make and possibly another video if he's confirmed this one, but we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, obviously let me your thoughts. Fascinating, but I think this is a right move from Liverpool. Really left field. Let's do this deal very, very quietly. Let's not tell anyone else to tell the world and say we just want everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Up the Reds. Ta-da.